Hello, my darling Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading. I am going to pull 7 cards for you. I haven't done it in a little while, but I'm going to use a variety of different decks, starting off with the Oracle of 7 Energies for you. This is just 7 messages from Spirit for those that most need to hear it. You may resonate with one of the messages. It may be all 7. But if it resonates with you, you are hearing it within your divine design. If it does resonate, or I resonate as a reader, don't forget to hit that like button for me. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of your comments, my darling. I am so grateful, and I am replying to each and every one of you. Perhaps you'd like to subscribe, to become a member of this channel, or take advantage of my gift back to you, the pay what you can 30-minute online readings. So let's see. We're going to start with the Oracle of 7 Energies for you, Scorpio. What wishes to come out? Thank you. I am seeing Earth Magic. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, thank you. Deep breath and a burst of magic. Oh, how lovely. And bearing fruit. Well, I'm not meant to take all 3, but I'm just going to take all of these as a one card. Take a deep breath, my darling. Take a pause. Take a break. There's too much fragmented energy at the moment. There's too much rushing around at the moment. Take a deep breath, come back into the present, perhaps do some breathing exercises. Breath Pod on Instagram are amazing. March Russell on Instagram's amazing. You can find all sorts of wonderful breathwork people out there that can assist you at this time, but take a deep breath. You may already are involved in breathwork exercises, but it's important because as you take that deep breath, as you bring yourself back into the present moment, there is this wonderful burst of magic because you are allowing yourself to be opened up to being the being in you. We are human beings, and sometimes we kind of forget the being side in the businessness of being the human being. We're too busy doing, we're not doing enough of the being. That's an interesting noise. And also, if you think about take a breath and a burst of magic, it's with the understanding that if you're going, okay, so look at our breath. It is both spontaneous and non-spontaneous. We can either choose to get involved in it, to voluntarily step forward and say, okay, I'm going to do this breath work, or we can involuntarily let it happen by itself. We can use that analogy for our life as well, because breath is one of those things we can either let it happen by itself or take control of it. And what Spirit is saying is, within the aspect of taking a deep breath and taking a moment for yourself, consider as well, when you voluntarily wish to take control of your life, are you doing so with a response to it that is not fear-based? It is with a burst of magic. It is with an inspired desire that makes you want to sing and dance and go, do you know what? I'm so happy to be able to do this. That's your voluntary control of your life. Involuntary is when you surrender, it's when you release, it's when you just let it happen by itself. So think about that. Think about your breath when you're making a decision about something, because all is bearing fruit for you. Anyway, so I've taken 2 for that. So I think we might leave that as 2 from that deck. Let's move forward and look at my new guiding light oracle and see what else wishes to come out. Perhaps we'll take 2 from this deck as well. Thank you, Spirit. Soul purpose. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else? And supernova. So within this soul purpose, something exciting is on the horizon for you if you follow your passion. Take that excited breath, my darling. Voluntarily be in your creative expression. Do when you desire, but not when it's coming from fear. Let go, fall back, release, surrender when you know you're trying to control something, because the soul purpose, something exciting is on the horizon for you if you follow your passion. Follow your passion, my darling. Your passion, your desire is it's the inner voice within you. It's the presence within you, the soul's desire, the divine matrix, the divine presence within you. And when we follow our creative expression, it's an individualization of our soul's representation here. And each and every moment we're excited about something, our soul is going, here I am, here I am, here I am. So, and everything then sort of falls into place, but we all have a meaningful purpose. And it can take the form of many different forms, but something exciting is on the horizon. And that's because you set the intention for it to be so. you've had to will it. We have free will. So it's worth thinking about, even if you don't know what's on the horizon, what have you put out there? What have you put out there to the universe? What have you been communicating to the universe about? What have you been wishing? So, and alongside of that, you've got supernova. An aspect of your personality, ego self, must die to make way for a shining new star to be born. So alongside of this, it is the understanding that it is the ego sometimes that wants to take control of things for fear of losing them. It is the higher self, the soul within us, that knows that nothing is there for us to hold on to. Everything is a moving experience. That's rather lovely, actually, Spirit, isn't it? A moving experience. It's moving all the time. Nothing is there. Everything's in constant flow. Everything's in constant evolution. Everything's in constant change. And when we understand that, there's nothing for us to hold on to, which is also really rather moving as well, because it's heartfelt. We understand that we are an aspect of life itself. And there is nothing, why would we need to hold on to anything if we are beautifully going through that life process in a synchronized, beautiful form? It is the ego within us that sees ourselves as separate, that has the concerns, that has the worries, that has the fears. It's the higher self aspect of us, the presence within, that is just watching and observing it all. But to make sense of this, you have to be out of the ego self. You have to be out of your mind. And that's why to watch life, to watch nature, to sit in the moment, to take a breath, to be presently aware of your feelings and thoughts, is a detachment, a loving detachment from the ego self. Oh, motorbike goes past. A loving detachment from the ego self. And in that space, my darling, you know this, you understand so much more when you take that pause time. Take a breath. So what else have we got? What else are we going to use, Spirit? We're going to use the other lovely cards, the life coaching cards. Thank you. Let's move these cards out of the way. A burst of magic, soul's purpose, a deep breath, supernova. Thank you, Spirit. What else would you wish to say to Scorpio on this lovely morning? We had too many cards. Oh, okay. I saw fear in a new door. But two cards, please, Spirit. Thank you. My apologies for not taking those. Thank you. Environment. Thank you. One more. Too many. Still too many. One card, please, Spirit. Thank you. Just one and fly out. Just go. One more card, please. Thank you. Environment and learning, infinite patience. There we go. Thank you. Generosity and visionary. It's on the bottom of the deck. My eyes were guided to see it, so they do want me to point this out. To be a visionary, to have a vision, to have a belief, to have a knowing, to have that foresight, to just trust, to simply trust and have faith, and to be within that vision, because what you are imagining, if you imagine that your thoughts, I'm so sorry, bear with me. To be a visionary, if you imagine that you have a vision, you can see what it is that you're knowing that you wish and desire to create. And if you think about the word vision here, it's about what you're seeing is not physical. What you're seeing is an extension into the non-physical. But the thought is the first part of it. What you're thinking and imagining is the first creative seed, little seedling of bringing that into reality. So maintain that vision that you have, because you're learning, Spirit is saying, to synthesize, to bring in together, to blend together all of your creative ideas into action, which shows to me that you've already moved beyond the little seedling that hasn't even been seen yet. Things are starting to appear in your life to show you that this is the beginnings of your vision. And this is beautiful. They're asking you within this space to, a good time to clear, clean and declutter your environment. Now, if we think about the environment of seedlings, it needs healthy soil. Soil is the basis for all healthy plants. So what is it within your space, could be your physical environment, that needs just a little bit of decluttering, first of all, because sometimes when we have too much around us, and when we have too much stuff around us, spirit can't get through that stuff. It's much more difficult to. But also, what thoughts perhaps that are focusing on failure are coming up as weeds within this environment at this time. So good time to clear, clean and declutter your environment, to rid yourself of those thoughts that come in. And they are, of course, they're going to come in, because we are humans as well as beings. We are humans, and we're here to be perfectly imperfect in order to move past fear, in order to live a life consciously without the same fear that we have when we feel that we are alone, because we're not alone, my darling. We are all divine oneness, and we are all experiencing life, and everything that's coming for you at this. I mean, you are experiencing life on a plane, on a level now, because you have such a vision for yourself. And I feel that there is a lot of activity around you, and that is the thing that Spirit is saying. Bring that activity back to center. Take that deep breath, look around you, acknowledge your environment, and acknowledge your thoughts. Are they weed thoughts or are they flower thoughts? It's a very simple thing to be saying. And generosity, giving from your heart with no strings attached, is what's needed right now. Have no attachment to any outcomes at this time. It's that beautiful, simple statement from Spirit. Have no attachment to any outcomes. Continue to do what you're doing with the generosity of Spirit. Continue to give, whether that is the giving to yourself, the giving to your creativity, the giving to others, whatever the word generosity means for you, but it is an open-hearted, not needing anything in turn approach to your life at this time. And with that beautiful energy, you are in a creative, non-resistant flow right now. Thank you, Spirit. What are we going to pull now? We've already got 7 cards here, but I feel what I'm going to do is just pull you a little 1 or 2 cards from the Druid Tarot. Thank you so very much, Spirit. 1 or 2 cards, just 1 card. Thank you. There we go. We have got the 9 of Cups has come out and the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. So your environment, beautiful, ready, in preparation. This is that law of preparation, and that is giving generously, and that it is being aware, and it's holding the vision for yourself. To be in balance, to balance that yin and the yang energy within you that is working so beautifully. The Chariot, movement forward, liberated energy, a commitment, a visionary. She can see where she's going, and she's doing it from the heart space. You can see with her green cloak. And with the white horse here, it represents the feminine aspect of yourself that is surrendering to what is, that is letting go, that's breathing in the moment. A deep breath, taking a deep breath of inspiration. Thank you, Spirit, as well, to take a deep breath of inspiration and to release, to exhale, to surrender to what is, but also to exhale fear at this time. It would be quite scary to be on that Chariot, but there is a feeling of anticipation and exhilaration alongside a little bit of woof feeling, but that's feeling excited and ready. And this is the white horse representing your soul's purpose, working alongside the masculine side of you, the yang side of you that is determined, that has a focus, but is willing to be in balance, is willing to be led, is willing to be guided, is not so determined that it's going to pull ahead. It can't pull ahead. It's working alongside your intuition, and that's beautiful. And this is your 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. You're ready. You know you're ready. You're ready. You're in a blissful state of anticipation now of who's going to join you, of what's going to happen, what celebration, what toast is going to be made, what acknowledgement is going to be made. The feast is prepared, and the fish here represents abundance that's ever present for you. But you're ready to serve it up. You're ready to. It's so close for you. And you feel it and you know it, and Spirit wants you to take that deep breath now as well of recognition for who you are. And to give, I'm coming back to this generosity. To be generous as well is to be generous of our thoughts towards others as well, to be generous in our feelings towards others, to not let judgment or resentment cloud our generous spirit that is full of love and compassion, to be generous with our time, to be generous with our words, to ask nothing in return, but just to be there, to be present as well. I'm feeling that too. So I am going to finish for you guys with my animal tarot as one last message. Thank you, Spirit. One last message for my Scorpios. Of course, hello, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, the hippo energy. What I'm feeling with this is that some might consider others people's situations as something not to be grateful for. But it all comes down to our perception of life, doesn't it? And our perception of what feels right for us, what's natural for us, what's a good environment for us. And so it is about saying that this state of energy, of generosity of heart, but gratefulness and being thankful for where you are. We might look at the hippo and think, well, how could they be happy sitting in all that mud and water? They're getting dirty. But it's all about the perception that we have of life. And actually, what Spirit is saying is this energy surrounding you of feeling grateful for having discovered what feels right for you. May not be for everybody, but it's right for you. And that gratitude that you feel for having discovered your place, your purpose, your state of being, is something to be applauded. And when we feel ungrateful for all the small things in life, for all the things that others might not notice or dismiss or take for granted, that state of gratitude is the most powerful arrow of vibrational intent that's sent out to the universe. I don't know why I got an arrow, but I was given an arrow. And it is saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd like more of this, please, because I'm really enjoying this state of appreciation, of gratitude. And that's what brings the more of. And I feel for you as well, there's a state of appreciation for your community and the relationships that you have and the soul relationships that you have as well. So I'm going to pull one last card from my Spirit Song Tarot in terms of, well, they're going to tell me, aren't they? So in terms of anything else Spirit would like to end this reading on, thank you. You have, that is so beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. You have liberated yourself. This is the shadow, which is the devil. But I want you to look at this little, is it a prairie dog? Is it a jackal? Whatever it is, my darling. Look at the words it says self-empowerment and ambition. Look at that state of presence and awareness of this little creature here. It has decided, and because the bottom of the deck is the traveler, you have done that extraordinary thing to do. You have done shadow work. You have decided to discover, embrace, pull out, look at, rejig around all aspects of yourself and accept all aspects of yourself, and are working on accepting all aspects of other people. And because of that, you are now ready for whatever, and there are some lovely cards in here, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, a visionary, the Chariot, a burst of magic, a soul's purpose. You're now that old structure in your life has served its purpose. It served its life purpose up until now. Now your soul's purpose, thank you, is something exciting on the horizon. And so Spirit is saying here with the Traveler card, with the Fool card here, embrace it, embrace it, know it, feel it, move with it as well, because this is the gazelle and it kind of doesn't necessarily go in a straight line. It'll zigzag as it's moving to kind of confuse those behind it, doesn't want to catch up with it. So within this space, in taking your next step into your cycle, say, do you know what? I'm ready. I'm amazing at what I do. I'm ready to be flexible. I'm ready to kind of go with it. I'm ready to be exhilarated. I'm ready for my surprise and delight. I'm ready for this new cycle, and everything it'll bring me. It will bring me a bit of danger. This is the gazelle running away from danger. It will bring me a bit of danger, but that I'm going to see as something that has appeared at the right time for me to get me moving again. So, but there is a venture here. There is the advent of something new, something magical. It is something that is for your soul's purpose, and it's something that's meaningful as well. And so and you are ready now because you've freed up stuck energy within you in the Chariots there. You're ready now to embrace this new cycle in your life. And I want to just bring you back to that little burst of magic, that little burst of magic that comes from you. It's like that poof, and it comes from you when you decide that you are the universe, when you decide that you're causing and creating this, when you decide that it's your free will has set all of this events into motion to open up to receiving. This is the lotus flower. You've come through some tough stuff, my darling, but you're now fully open and awake, and you have been sending out these signals, these messages to the universe, these vibrations to the universe. Your resonant signature is one of being open and ready and ready to receive. The moonlight magic I'm receiving here as well. And you see all these little orbs here of guidance too. So beautiful card, my darling. Beautiful, beautiful cards. The letting go of the ego, the moving forward of the soul's plan, the soul's mission. And take a deep breath, because you're about to go on this extraordinary magical mystery ride. And actually, sorry, I just want to show you there's two similar beautiful flowers there. So take a deep breath and get ready, my darling, because there's something magical, 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 magical up ahead for you, and you deserve it. So much love to you. Have the rest of a lovely week and weekend, and I look forward to reading again for you next week. In the meantime, don't forget to check out those dailies. That's it. Love you loads, my darlings. Take care. Bye-bye.